The Imaginary Rainbow by Stephen Delorier. Milton was a chameleon who was always the right color at the wrong time. When he saw others changing to vibrant colors, he'd turn green with envy. Green was not a cool color for a chameleon. At school, he brought an apple to the teacher, and the boys teased him for being brown from head to tail. Brown was not a cool color for a chameleon. Being teased for turning brown was embarrassing for Milton. He turned bright red. Yellow was the most uncool color for a chameleon. When Milton came home, his mother noticed that he was pale. "What happened?" she asked. "Looks like you lost all your color." Reluctantly, he explained. Milton's father was not a diplomat. He blurted out, "You must blend in with the crowd. If you're like everyone else, everyone will like you." Later, when Milton's mother was tucking him under a rock, she spoke kindly to him. "If all you have in life is one friend, then your life will have meant something. You need to be true blue to be a friend." Milton thought about what his mother once told him about the sky, that its shade was true blue. Milton fell asleep thinking of blue. Blue must be the coolest color for a chameleon. But why would a chameleon want to be blue, he mused. To hide himself from an ant? The next day, Milton looked up at the sky and thought about the color blue. A white fluffy cloud floated by, and he tried to mimic it with a little white patch drifting across his skin. Milton managed this, but then the cloud turned dark and it started to rain. Daydreaming on the rock, Milton made the cloud turn darker and with gray strings of rain pouring down from a little patch of gray over his mostly blue skin. "This is really cool," he thought to himself. The sun came out and made the most spectacular rainbow ever. "My gosh," thought Milton, "imagine how popular I'd be if I could take on the colors of a rainbow." He saw a big spoon and a spool of thread that someone had thrown away. Humans, he thought. They're such litter bugs. He balanced the spoon on a spool and had a squirrel help him by dropping a stone from a tall tree. Sitting in the curve of the spoon, Milton was sent high in the heavens when the stone hit the handle. Our little chameleon flew right where the arc of the rainbow had been. But when he was sailing through the mist, he saw no colors. He had imagined turning red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. But the rain was crystal clear. When he looked towards the sun, each drop shone like a jewel. Now these are the coolest colors for a splat. Milton had been so caught up looking at raindrops that he forgot that he was heading for the ground. Fortunately, he landed on a haystack. Milton soon became the life of the party. He would invite the squirrel with the rock, the spool and the spoon, and would shoot himself into high in the air, turning colors into an imaginary rainbow. Lizards loved it, especially when he came down with a splat. Milton became popular, but he didn't have any friends. Time passed. Our hero became old and could only match the color gray. No one wanted to see a gray rainbow, so he stopped his silly stunts. All he did was sit on the spool beside the squirrel on the spoon. They would talk and talk about the story, same old story, and Milton never tired of hearing it echoed back. Well, it wasn't what his parents had in mind, but after all, Milton did end up having one friend. So I guess his life had some meaning. The end.